We used to have a couple pet wolves of our own, but they tragically died in one of the early encounters against the guard. So we have replaced them with this guy, Jarek. He eats less, but he talks more, and he grumbles about needing to be paid, so I can't tell if it's an upgrade yet. We are continuing on our quest to sow crime and chaos throughout the land. The daughter of the Baron, the most powerful criminal in the land, is using us as a personal army to be able to settle a vendetta that she has with the guards who imprisoned her. Here we have happened upon a very fortunate occurrence. This pack of wolves is engaging these guards, and so they are already preoccupied. We have one more band of guards that we have to bring down for the captain of the guard to have to reveal himself, and thus we can settle the vendetta once and for all. We're going to jump in here and hope that the wolf allies are enough to give us a little bit of an edge, because these are always a knockout, drag-out fights. We used to have a couple pet wolves of our own, but they tragically died in one of the early encounters against the guard. So we have replaced them with this guy, Jarek. He eats less, but he talks more, and he grumbles about needing to be paid, so I can't tell if it's an upgrade yet. The enemy captain has hidden himself all the way over here, which is problematic because we have to engage him to take away the buff that he's giving to all his soldiers. They all have double movement right now, which means that they can basically get to the best positioning possible to be able to hurt us. Hopefully we can collapse on one of these pockets of guards right from the beginning and bring things into our favor. I believe these are good starting positions, so we're going to run Abner right into the biggest, baddest one and try and knock him down a peg. Abner is an absolute killing machine. This strike takes away the guard value that he's getting from his armor, so we should be able to break him down pretty quickly after this. The more the wolves are able to help us out, the better. Now, I would like to be able to use Jezebel. She can move into place and set up the poison. The sooner that we get poison ticking on this clump, the better. And then, do I actually want her to engage with this lieutenant? That can be a little bit dangerous for her. I think we might just back her out. I would like to be able to throw a second poison bomb. And if she is engaged, then that doesn't go very well because she will poison herself as well. The wolves keep on bogging the enemies down. This is good. Saul is our captain here. We're going to go ahead and galvanize the troops, be able to pick up a few more valor points, run up farther, and we will take the high odds. It would be nice to be able to focus down this foot soldier, but I don't want to risk hurting Abner when I don't have to. These wolves are going to go down very fast, but if they buy us a little bit of time, then hopefully it will be worth it. A fun thing with Kathna here is that she is guaranteed to crit enemies who are poisoned. And this enemy is poisoned. So we'll make sure that her swing does not catch Abner. Sling the crit, also make them disengage, which is another bonus for us because then Abner will be able to... he gets valor points when people engage with him. And this is actually a beautiful position. She can then come up and be able to use her attack here. She gets to attack the equal number of times as there are enemies caught in her attack. So we get 2 attacks there, and then her other bonus is that we get valor points when she attacks multiple enemies. So big turn from Kathna there. Finally, the enemy captain is coming out from his hidey hole. He is still too far away for us to be able to engage him. Now he has this wave, him and these 5 enemies. Going to be very dangerous if they come crashing in. This guy goes to be able to score the bleed on both of us. I guess I should have positioned to be able to engage him. But I don't think I had a piece that would have actually been able to lock him in place. We'll move Kane down here. Oh no. No, his area of effect would also hurt Saul. Okay, maybe we can... we're so close and yet so far. Okay, well, The AoE would kill him, but it would also hurt Saul, so we'll wait. Jezebel will land the kill. She'll give first aid over to Saul to be able to cleanse the bleeding. And she herself is bleeding right now. But we should be able to remedy that fairly quickly, and we can get a Valor point back if we end next to the enemy. Captain's gonna go up for the wolf. He's playing very conservatively, but it does mean that he has sacrificed 3 of his men. So just in terms of raw numbers, we are doing pretty good right now. Ooh, he has so much movement. Okay, Abner around against the phalanx. We'll be able to attack. And then use Wrath. And then the killing machine is activated. Oh, Abner, you are going to be the reason that we win. Alright, Garrick, go hide. Go hide. Here comes the phalanx soldier. Ooh, he wants to mess with Saul. Okay. Interesting decision on his part. I think we want Kane to go ahead, move up here so that he's a little bit closer to the enemies. And we're going to go ahead and engage with him. As long as we damage his armor, he'll be bleeding. And now he's going to hit weaker if he gets another turn, which he very well will not. Now this attack also against Kane, we get the destabilization. Makes sense. Don't fall to the enemies for making good plays. Let's bring Kathna across, and as long as we're attacking multiple enemies, we get those sweet, sweet Valor points. And we can actually use Wrath to just finish this guy, which I do think is worth it. And now she's no longer engaged, so we can back off. She never was engaged. Ooh, if both of these warriors are too far. Yes, they're just too far. That guy by half a meter, but still. Half a meter is still too far. Who do we want to slam into this lieutenant? It's probably Abner. Yeah, it's always Abner. Though Kane would be able to hit him with the weakening blow. Abner's already bleeding though, and you can't stack bleeding. So we'll come up, destabilize him to be able to take away that armor bonus and just do the good old classic slice and dice. Okay, now I think we do go to Kane, because he's in such a glorious position, hitting 3 enemies at once and inflicting bleeding on all of them. Doesn't get better than that. We'll use this just to be able to get out a little bit of extra damage, though now Kane is surrounded and going down. We can get some help to him as long as we pick off some of these other enemies, so we'll come up here, be able to use this strike, and then, oh, which do we go for? We'd probably go for cutting mails. Oh, it won't kill him. It is so close to being able to kill. Okay, we go to cutting maelstrom because it will give us another valor point, and then we could use fury to be able to execute. All right, Kathna and Kane, both with these AoEs, putting in some very heavy lifting for us. Do I retreat her? I think I do. Maybe I don't. I mean, she's got health. She's got armor left. I don't need to retreat her. I would rather the captain shoots her than Kane. Okay, the captain is next. He is the last in the initiative order here. Ooh. I think we just bring Jezebel around right here. Load up the poison. Pick up a valor point. Garrick. Put in your pittance. Contribution is contribution. Now he's surrounded. Taking a lot of damage there, my friend. Okay, who do we want to be able to get the bleeding off of? It's probably Abner. First aid for Abner. Shot into the lieutenant. Alright. That frees Abner up to be able to engage somebody else. Though it's also going to be, we want to watch where the captain is going. Here he comes. Is he up against Kathna? He is. Okay. And is he in range of Abner? Oh, yes he is. Alright. Knock him down. Destabilizing strike. Yeah, we'll still use it to be able to pump out a little bit of extra damage here. But now that he's engaged, he's not nearly as dangerous. Next, I think we actually do go to Kane here. See if he can fight his way out of this problem. Be able to use all his tricks. He gets good damage out. And he, thankfully, never had any status effects applied to him, so he's doing fine. Now we get the backstab, or actually, this guy was not engaged. Okay. So, Septelle, this is the Baron's daughter. Starting to fight with this guard. That guard wants to go next, so maybe we actually go for applying another dose of poison to him. Be able to get that extra damage ticking. Yeah, Septelle can't win one-on-one, but with the poison, that's a lot of damage actually. Okay. Now if we can drop this foot soldier, which we should be able to do. Glorious. Galvanized. We get more damage for the rest of the encounter, but there will not be very much left. Are we close enough to be able to... Ah, we're not close enough to throw the spear. Come on. What do you have for me, Saul? Come on, Saul. Hit him good. Well, it was something. And Garrick! Come in! Now she's supported. That means she does more damage, I believe. Yay, Garrick. He really needs to level up. Until then, he's kind of dead weight. Alright, Kathna. I know, Abner gets all the kills. How about we give it to somebody else? Spread the love. At least a little bit. Ooh, she even crits on the way out. I love it. She's dying, but not worried. This is the final soldier. We got him! Kathna became a tormentor. What did that give her again? Critical hit and critical damage increased by 5% when a two-handed weapon is equipped, which I like using on her, so that's actually really good. And a warbow. By no means rare, this warbow is light and precise. Volley of arrows deals 30 to 70% damage to the target. Critical hit. Attacks a second time. Oh. You get 2 hits on a crit. So good. And then we have the carcasses of the wolves who fell in battle. We'll take and eat those. And we have guard battle plate. Heavy armor. Level 4 heavy armor. Garrick, you leveled up finally. Double on your constitution. I probably take the double on the constitution. I don't want my archers so fragile that they get one shot. Valor's victory. Yeah, he's not going to be killing anybody. So we're not going to get any valor points out of that. So we'll go for valor's support here. Be able to pick that up. And then the question is... do we... let's see, where's Saul? Where's Saul? Saul, you have a longbow right now. Plus 9 dex is plus 10 dex. 7 to 17 damage. 14 to 23 damage. But his critical rate is up to 24%. So every 4 attacks, he should be getting that second attack. I think we go for it and play for the crit. And then we're going to see Jarek. Here, you get this longbow, my friend. Maybe it will help you be a little bit more useful. Septelle, had my previous henchman been this good, the lieutenant never would have mistaken me for someone else. Speaking of which, I'm sure he'll be here soon. In the meantime, we should have a little rest. I fully agree. There go the wolves, the remaining wolves, running into the woods. You're welcome, my friends. You did help. Not a lot, but you did help. The lieutenant informs you that he is ready to negotiate and meet in a field west of Stromkup. Okay, this is the big showdown. I believe we are as ready as we are going to be. We're all healed up. We're all armored up. We've improved our weapons. Now we just want to make sure... Oh, it's north. I started going the wrong way. Don't want to fight any sheriffs on the way, so we'll be careful about these guys hiding out on the map. Sneaky, sneaky guards trying to ambush us. Here he is, just waiting. Alright, Lieutenant. Here in the 18th hour of the watch. Lieutenant Perrault. Don't you remember me? You're the woman I arrested a few days ago. You attacked a merchant caravan. Ah, your memory isn't as bad as I thought. To be honest, I'm quite offended. What are you talking about? I don't understand. Oh, but you should, because it's your fault. Because of you, my new friends and I had to kill dozens of guards. So you were behind all of this? Yes, we went out of our way so that no one in this eye-forsaken province will ever forget the name of Septelle. Septelle? So you are... Now you remember. Yes, I'm the Baron's daughter. Not only do I not appreciate being thrown in jail, I also resent being mistaken for a common bandit. You and your men must die so that the next ones who come for me will not make the same mistake. Lieutenant Perrault, Captain, level 3. He has 2 foot soldiers, 2 lieutenants, and a phalanx soldier. This could actually be an easier fight than the last couple? Okay, well, we could have positioned over here to immediately rush the lieutenant. We would still have to spread out our placements so that all the guards could engage us at once, which is basically what his bonus allows them to do anyway. So, we are going to come in here and just try and use overwhelming force to be able to solve the problem. I mean, that's always worked before for the mercenary companies. Why not now? Throw Abner at them and see what breaks first. And it has never been Abner in all of my experience. It has never, ever been Abner. So the enemies, these ones are going to try and engage, but even though they get double movement, that doesn't bring them all the way across the map, giving us a little bit of an advantage right now. We could lend Abner a hand against the phalanx soldier, but I think I actually want to throw Kane up against this lieutenant so that he doesn't go around and start applying... Oh no, Kane doesn't reach! Well, Kathna does. Okay. Basically the same thing. She'll come up. Now, all these enemies want to take their turns. We'll close the distance here. Apply bleeding, so that's going when he takes his first turn. And then go ahead and give him the full complement. Break down that armor. Here goes Septelle herself. This is a bit of a dangerous position because this lieutenant is going to be able to get a double hit if we are not careful. But we should be able to work things more carefully to our advantage. How long is volley of arrows? It's got decent range. I would like him to be able to end his turn next to some friends, so we get valor points. We'll see if I can finagle that. Let's go ahead and send Jezebel around just to be able to finish this guy. Glorious. Alright, Jarek, what are your odds? Your odds are not great, but they are in our favor? Ah, what the heck, we'll take it. Hey, he landed it. For 7 damage instead of 6 now. What an improvement. Okay, so... Ooh, if he comes up here... Let's see what these odds are. 76. We can also just go to galvanize the troops. Hitting 3 here is pretty great. And I believe this angle should give us a better sight line. Yeah, 80-20. Alright, now crit. 8 damage. That's a low roll, right? Yeah, well, it's not the lowest actually, which I may regret trading bows. The captain has revealed himself. He's in range of Jezebel. I don't know if we want to rush her in. Now that we have all the enemies kind of engaged, we don't necessarily care. Okay, I want to be able to drop him. Abner would be the ideal choice. Jezebel also does pretty well, but yeah, I think it's Abner that we need. Oh, the crit to do it in a single blow too. That's good. It's very good. Then we'll come around here. We'll be able to use Destabilizing Strike to open up. Another crit? Are you kidding me, Abner? Alright, he'll throw up protection just to be a little bit more durable. But he's going to start taking bleed damage. Thankfully, Jezebel could heal him. She could also just go to engage the lieutenant right now, though. We'll do it. Can I get the poison on them all first? Oh no, they were perfectly spaced out. It's a pixel off. Okay. Who gets the poison then? Probably these two that still have armor. Yeah. And then we will run up to be able to engage the god captain. It's putting Jezebel in a bad spot. She's going to get double teamed from this foot soldier. But we have more support that can come in. The archers can try and help her out. Yeah. 3 damage with the punch instead of his normal attack is so much better. Now this guy's going. And this guy's going, so he's going to attack Jezebel. He's going to attack Kathna. Kane, where can you go to help us? Alright. Kane's just going to help break down this guy. That'll leave the archers to support the rest of the team. Go ahead, use Weakening Blow. Oh. Well, that was the right choice for sure. Now we can move up Saul. Saul, please crit. Show me the double attack. 12 damage. Nope. Honestly, Jezebel is surviving better than I thought she would, so I see this as a win. Jarek? Alright, we'll take it. Don't shoot Abner in the back, please. That was actually pretty good out of you. Oh, 1 health. He survives on 1 health, and now Septelle put herself in a dangerous position, so she'll get hit, and bleeding will be applied. Oh, Saul was in range 2? That hammer hits everywhere. We're still very close here. We've fought far into the night. The waning night hours. Alright, Abner. Close out this battle for us. Let's go! Your opponents are demoralized and flee. I mean, I would be too if I saw this absolute unit of a man. Most dangerous man in the kingdom. Loot the bodies. Kathna leveled. Alright, she had a good... Oh yes, we get the double on strength. She had a pretty good showing. She had a pretty good showing that battle. We're still waiting for level 5 to be able to pick up the really fun stuff like fanaticism, recklessness, or madness. All this fighting has been exhausting. I'm glad it's over. I've had quite enough of this. Take me to Givsenberg border crossing and you'll get your reward. After all you've done for me, I hope it's worth it. Yeah, I hope it's worth it too. It had better be. If there's any situation where it's not worth it, you fix it with the Baron. And don't give me any nonsense about, oh, just a recommendation. A favorable view of the Baron is reward enough. No, a lot of crowns is reward enough. Right now the repair materials are on sale, so we'll buy those. I would love to be able to stock up on more. Yeah, we'll stock up on more. Alright, we shouldn't need an armorer for a while now. Let's head out. First, I want to stop by the jail to see if we can drop off these prisoners. I picked them up earlier, but the jail was full. Can you imagine it? Jail is full. We're making sure to approach in the cover of the forest. I don't know why this sheriff is drifting off. He's in combat with the wolves, but at the same time he's drifting. He's listing off to the side, but here we are. We have made it back to Givsenberg, and our contact from the Baron, Ludlin. Finally, I was wondering what was keeping you until I heard patrols were being slaughtered everywhere. I hope Septelle had fun. Here's your reward as promised. The Baron will be in touch. Farewell. And we get a recipe for poisonous oil. That's it? Are you kidding me? That's it? I don't think I thanked you. No, this recipe is not thanks. It's high time I do so before we go our separate ways. I will always remember the great fondness, the day we butchered those gods hand in hand. Thanks to you, no one in Tiltren will ever forget my name again. Thank you. Well, at least we get 100 influence. That's pretty meaningful as far as the game currencies go. And there we go. They're off. So as we check our progress down the paths, we're level 5 of crimes and chaos. So we have access to assassination missions in the list of bounties. I've never seen an assassination mission. They're probably in the other kingdoms or not fully implemented in early access. We'll find out. This mission was the one that we just ran, and then access to the black market and its agents, so fences for our stolen goods. And we have another new mission that we should be able to complete that is dedicated to this progress. And then level 6, each week the companion who killed the most enemies earns the malefactor trait. That sounds really cool. Unfortunately, we're a long way off from being able to pick up any of these titles besides Dead or Alive. Like, this one is just a freebie, basically. The other paths have also been just naturally developing, but I have not done any of the dedicated missions that they have, so we'll see how those all turn out. Before we go after any of these awesome challenge missions that they have, I think it's time to wrap up business here in Tiltren County. We have Matthias Lund, the boss of the zone that we have to take down. We have a contract for a squad over here that we should clean up, and I believe there's also a enormous dire wolf that we have to kill in the area as well, but those will have to be quests for another episode. I still need your help in picking out a good name for Kathna, hopefully fitting in with the theme that we have with the other names here: Saul, Cain, Abner, and Jezebel. Also potential names for the wolves and boars that we may recruit along the way. Until next time, thank you guys for watching and have a good one.